Jemmarn.
That's me. Mic testing, mic. Good. Yes, I'm the important one. That's fine. That's great. Now he's gonna mute me. Should never have said it.
Right now. Okay, that should put me in now. So welcome everybody. Welcome to For the Queen. Again, this is Daid, and I'm joined by Lore Seeker Jemmarn.
That's me.
And it's great to be here inside of Jemmarn's humble abode.
Yes,
Jemmarn,
humble.
Yes. What house is this, Jemmarn?
This is my Hall of the Lunar Champion. It's my Starlight Tavern.
Jemmarn does an excellent job with the housing in this game, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. So, Jemmarn, you've been a lore seeker for a little while. Why don't you tell me a little bit about when did you get into Elder Scrolls Online? How long ago? What class do you play, or classes? Which one do you enjoy the most? All that fun stuff?
I am a World of Warcraft refugee. I played World of Warcraft for 11 years. I was a troll hunter. And I played, and I just wasn't having fun anymore. I was just kind of going through the motions, trying to convince myself I was having fun. And I decided to look for another game. So I tried a few other games. I went back. I hadn't played Star Wars The Old Republic in a long time, so I went back and played there, and I had some fun with the housing there, but it wasn't that in-depth. I did make an excellent house, a Life Day themed strip club that I was rather fond of. People would go visit all the time. But then I had tried Elder Scrolls Online on the Xbox before, and I had enjoyed it okay. But I'd been listening to Jibs and Cash on their podcast, and I decided to try it on PC. So I came to PC, and I joined the Lore Seekers, and the first voices that greeted me were Maximus, Radicus, and Brooks. And the three of us did a lot of stuff together. We had a lot of fun in the game. I happened to join just as Mid-Year Mayhem was starting, and so my first 2 weeks of this game were just spent in Cyrodiil, just running around with the mob, killing everything. And it was really silly and fun. And on my fourth day, they discovered I could read out loud. I have a good reading voice. So I was reading a lore book, and they all left me in a cave. They abandoned me with a bunch of bears in a cave, and laughed at me. So ever since then, I've just been running around reading books and running from bears.
Awesome. So was that the Mid-Year Mayhem where we made 30-something emperors or something?
No, it was the first Mid-Year Mayhem when we got 11 people emped, and we couldn't believe that we'd been able to do it. I think we got Cash emped that time. I'm pretty sure we got you emped that time too.
That is a possibility, yes. I don't remember, but yes.
I just spent 2 weeks doing nothing but Cyrodiil. And funnily enough, I rarely go to Cyrodiil anymore. I might have burned it out in the first 2 weeks in the game.
Cool. Well, we do have another Mid-Year Mayhem coming up next month, so we're looking forward to having a lot of activities going on during that, I hope.
Yeah, maybe I'll become Emperor.
Well, maybe we should try to do that. We'll put that on Toasted Peanuts' list.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love it.
So, you love the housing in this game, I know it, and you're extremely good at it. In fact, you've started an event. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Jemmarn helped out a great deal creating the Haunted Guild House. If nobody has seen it, it is unbelievable. We had that, obviously, last Witches Festival for our little party we had, our Witches Festival party for the Guild. Went over well. Lots of fun was had, and thanks to Jemmarn for doing that for us. Um, so more about the housing. What just draws you to the housing of this game? What is it? And you know, I played the Old Republic, and I still do. From time to time, I'm logging in to Star Wars: The Old Republic. I love that game. Not nearly as much as I used to. But what is it about this game that makes it so unique and different than the other games and the housing in those games?
Um, so in most games where you can build houses, you're limited by kind of like the object, I don't know what you call it, like the hitbox, where like you can't overlap them. Like in Star Wars: The Old Republic, like there's only a certain space and only one thing can fit in that space at a time, and you can change it out. But the housing system, the editor in Elder Scrolls Online lets you combine objects to create new things. Like in this Hall of the Lunar Champion here, like there's 2 tree trunks right on either side of us. Those are pillars that I covered in logs. It's placed a couple of trees in and then covered in foliage. But it lets me do that and turn these pillars into these giant trees. That's pretty powerful. So I can actually like take a house and then make it look like something that is completely different than what it was intended to look like. And I can do it in a way that lets me kind of tell a story, which is what I really enjoy doing. Kind of like inhabiting the world. In addition to that, Elder Scrolls Online has the Lore Seekers, and the Lore Seekers have been very fun about going from house to house and looking at things and running around. One night I took some guys to a house that had been built up really, really nicely that I was enjoying, just to show it to them. And they ended up staying there for like 3 hours, and they were practicing tanking with some people, doing some tanking stuff in this guy's house just because they liked it and we were there. So, you know, it's just a lot of fun with the Lore Seekers to be had.
Yeah, there definitely is. So I'm going to get up and just take a quick look around at this house. Sorry if I'm hopping under the table.
As long as you dance while you're up there, it's okay.
So that's a cool bar. Another little seating area. Got a grill in there. That's awesome. Wine rack. Got the kegs on the table. I like it.
Yeah, the kegs are rot meth, and then the big keg is the beer. We've got
Awesome.
rot meth, sweet rot meth, and spicy rot meth. So please enjoy.
That's awesome. The ceiling is just amazing.
You know, I built this house pretty early in, and it was before I realized that nobody really looks up. So I covered the ceiling and all these stars and called it the Starlight Tavern. But you'd be surprised the number of people that come in here and don't even notice.
That's cool.
Now, this is just the one room. There's 3 other rooms in this house that are more heavily modified even than this one. So I welcome people to come. This is my primary residence. If they ever want to come and look, they're more than welcome to just jump in and take a look.
Awesome.
There's even a hidden surprise for people in the storeroom if they look closely enough.
And along these lines, since Jemmarn is so good at this housing in this game, and we have several Lore Seekers that are just as passionate about it, but Jemmarn was nice enough to start an event for the Lore Seekers Guild. I believe it starts at 7 p.m. on Fridays. Check me if I'm wrong there, Jemmarn, but I think that's right. And
I believe that is accurate.
Yep, 7 p.m. Fridays, that's Eastern Time. And it's called the Housing Helper?
Housing Helpers.
That's right, Housing Helpers. And he will go over how to build things in ESO. If you need help, good place to ask him questions about anything. I believe we're going to have little competitions. Is that correct? That's an ongoing plan. So, you know, a lot of people are always asking me, hey, can you help me with this part of my house or this part of my house? And I love helping people with their houses. I really do. So I'm always down to do that. The problem is that
I sometimes don't get to do other parts of the game because I'm helping somebody. So I figured, hey, let's have an event, and I can just set aside some time to make sure that everybody gets the help they need, and I can still have time to do the other things that I would like to be doing in the game. And it's been fun. We've been learning about different building techniques from cobbling to blocking, and to this weekend we're going to be working on lighting. You can see the statue behind us. There's some very dramatic lighting on the statue. Stuff like that we're going to work on to just kind of accentuate. But yeah, going forward, we're going to do some little competitions. We'll go to an in. Everybody gets an in room, and we'll have a challenge to build a musical instrument or put a kitchen together. And then take pictures, put them on the Discord, and let people vote for the ones they like. And the winner will win some money. So that's something that we've been looking at. We also do showcases where if somebody has a house that they've built that they want to show off, we go and tour it and they can tell us all about it. And we also do a house tour where I will take us to a couple of different houses to kind of highlight some of the different building techniques, and people can see what can be done with them. And then we'll also do just a general housing helpers. You have a question on how to do something, or you want advice or whatever, then we'll answer questions and help build.
Awesome. And I think I'm going to put you on the spot here, but I hear that you're good friends with Kermit the Frog. And I understand he may be sitting. He might be sitting right there next to you. I don't know. But Kermit, what do you think of your friend Jemmarn?
Hi, Kermit the Frog here. I think this guy is really outstanding. I think he's probably one of the best human beings I've ever met.
Well, thank you, Kermit. That's high praise from a celebrity. Very good.
Wow, yeah.
Outstanding. All right, so
I am known for doing different voices and impressions for fun. I got called old-timey radio voice early on, too.
Question has come in. Let's see. Is Jem going to stream Housing Helpers on Twitch? Do you have any desire to do that, or are you going to do that?
If there's enough requests for it, I suppose I could. I haven't really set up streaming stuff before, but I guess I could learn to do it. It can't be that hard if you're doing it, right?
Oh, that is the absolute truth. It's actually, I use the Twitch Studio, and it's really simple just to set up, especially if you're not. I mean, you don't have a camera, so you don't need to worry about that. So it would be really
for
simple.
housing stuff, I don't really need a camera because people aren't here to look at my face, right?
Yeah, right. So yeah, really, really simple to do. Yeah, so as Rose just said, that way those of us who can't watch can pick up your nuggets of wisdom at a later time, and you can even post them out on YouTube or whatever because it records as well. So that might be something.
I'll look into that.
Yeah. So tonight, the Lore Seekers will be doing World Boss Wednesday, and our good friend Wisty, who usually would be leading the World Boss Wednesday, is down here in Florida in my neck of the woods in Disney World. I will be seeing her tomorrow at Epcot. But she's unable to lead tonight, so I, for old time's sake, will be taking up the reins and leading the Lore Seeker Cats through Somerset tonight, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, Somerset.
That's right. And that, as I understand it, and as the tradition has been lately, that kicks off the events, the location for some of the events later on in the week. So, for instance, we're going to do the World Bosses in Somerset, and maybe even get the Pathfinder. We'll pick up some Sky Shards and the Way Shrines. And then tomorrow night at 9, Sparky Bagman, another great lore seeker, is going to lead everybody through Somerset and do the delves and public dungeons in Somerset, as I just said. And then on Friday, Lindsay will be taking everybody fishing in Somerset. That wants to do that. So
yes, I like to use air quotes when I describe Lindsay's fishing.
Yeah, fishing. Yes.
There will be a lot of murder.
Yeah. She likes to kill things. And in fact, I've come to call it. Well, I started calling it Fish Boss Friday when I was running it, because we would fish, of course, and then whenever we came across a world boss, we would kill it. But since Lindsay has taken over, there's a lot more murder involved. So I call it Fish Boss MDK Friday, which, if anybody's seen a movie named Demolition Man, MDK means murder, death, kill in that movie. So that's what I call it. But
Oh, that's when Taco Bell won the franchise wars, right?
that's correct, yes. But Doa, I do like murder fishing. That might have to be the new name, because I don't know if the world boss is still part of it or not. So, murder fishing Friday.
I think what they're doing is using the bodies of NPCs as bait to try and catch fish.
Not a bad plan, to be honest with you. I mean,
No, it's chum. It's chum.
Yep. Yep. And other activities going on for the rest of the week for us lore seekers. Tomorrow, Ranger leads the story run, and I don't know if I remember what she is doing tomorrow, but that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. When the story run is, we go into a dungeon, and you know what? I do remember. It's Spindle Clutch 1 and 2, and we all go into the Discord chat. We run the dungeons together, form groups, and we take our time and learn the story of Spindle Clutch 1 and 2. And maybe even Ranger will read some books for you that she finds in there. So join her for that. It's a lot of fun. If you want to do the quests, it's a great opportunity to be able to just sit and listen to the quest giver instead of being rushed through by a pug. If you're in a pug, they don't like to wait for you to read the quest and enjoy the scenery and all that fun stuff. So that's a great event for everybody to join in if you just want to enjoy the dungeons and learn about them and the lore about them, since we are the lore seekers.
You know, there's a wonderful spot in Spindle Clutch right at the end where there's a lantern on the ground and it's casting this dramatic light on the boss, and there's this huge shadow on the wall behind the boss. After we kill the boss, I like to stand back there and emote things and use my werewolf memento to cast dramatic shadows. It's really one of the most fun places to stand in the game.
Oh, that is cool. I hope Ranger is listening, because that would be really cool to do. I myself will not be able to partake, because as I said, I'll be in Disney World with our friend Wisty, having some fun with Mickey and friends. And then Friday, let's see, I talked about Jemmarn's event at 7. Oh, I'll definitely tell Wisty I'll say hi. Jemmarn's event's at 7, then Fish Boss Friday, or Murder Fishing. It is at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then at 10 p.m. Eastern is Tipsy Trials. That is an event all on its own and very different. You can sign up for that in Discord if you're a member of Lore Seekers, but there's some drinking involved, and it doesn't have to be alcohol, but lots of people partake, and there's some rules involving it, but if you're just drinking water, that's fine too. But that has been a very successful event for the Lore Seekers. So that will be the events up through Friday of this week. And then also Friday night, which I'm very excited about myself, there is going to be a Lore Seekers dinner at the Edison in Disney Springs. I have a reservation at 6:45. I know a few of us will be there with our families. So it will be fun to see other Lore Seekers, including Wisty. And it'll be a great time. I'll take some pictures and put them up in Discord for everybody to see.
Well, you know what I always say, make sure you wash your friends before you eat them.
Yes. Well, you are Bosmer, are you not? Yes.
Always, yes.
But, so check the calendar, the Lore Seeker calendar, for what's going on the PCNA side or any other platform you may be involved in. Make sure you check out Jemmarn's event. Give them trouble whenever you see them, because that's what I like to do.
Yeah, well, because I'm going to give it to you one way or another.
That's right. And let's see, is there anything else I need to add here, Jemmarn? Does anybody have any questions for Jemmarn before we start to wrap things up here? Or
Yeah, anybody have any questions about how to build secret rooms and things? Because that's the kind of stuff I enjoy doing.
Yes, and if you do, you don't have to ask it here right now, because you know what? Jemmarn has an event Have I mentioned you have
Right.
an event at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fridays?
I think you must have. How much do I charge for rooms? To like construct rooms for people? It depends on what they're asking me to do and how much furnishings that they already have for what they want to do. Um, Usually, especially for my fellow lore seekers, I don't necessarily charge much or anything, depending on how much help you're asking for. Um, but you know, tips are always welcome.
Well, and of course, whatever, depending on what you want to build, he's going to need materials. So
Right, well, that's
you'll
what I
have to
said.
supply that. For like
Yeah,
the haunted guild house was what, like $47 million or something like that.
oh, it was not even close to that. The haunted guild house was maybe around 3 million. The guild house at Sparky Bagman's Grand Sijic Villa was upwards of 10 million. So, you know, it can get pretty expensive, but that was also a guild house, and Sparky and I spent all the money on that ourselves. So we knew it was going to be kind of like the big showcase house that we wanted everybody to go hang out in and enjoy. So we kind of spent all of the money on it.
Oh, that's why Joe is asking. He wants a pig pen for Wilbur.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little while ago. I would absolutely love to help. Drop me a line. Yeah, I charge more if you watch over my shoulder. That's right, Max. Yeah, drop me a line on Friday during the event, and that sounds like something that I could definitely sink my teeth into and try and help you with.
That's awesome, Jemmarn. And I can't tell you how appreciative I am and the whole guild is that you would spend your time sharing your expertise in the housing with everybody. It's what makes this guild great. Is the willingness for people to make each other better in this game is amazing. So, sink teeth into Wilbur. He says no.
Well, there's a lot of bacon on Wilbur, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I like bacon myself.
I'm a Bosmer, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. For all our Canadians, it's back bacon.
All right, guys. Go ahead, Jemmarn.
Oh, I was just going to respond to Batman. Don't worry if you miss it. You can still drop me a line later, and we'll work on it.
Right on. All right, guys. So I am going to wrap this show up for the Queen, and I will be back because I think tonight, as a special treat for everybody, I might even stream World Boss Wednesday.
Dun dun dun!
That's right, on this very channel, World Boss Wednesday. But it'll take time.
Breaking news!
Yeah. So, do you have, as we sign off here, Jemmarn, do you have any special voices to add? Any impersonations you want to give? Any shout outs? Anything?
I probably shouldn't tempt fate. There's a few. I'm particularly fond of the German accent, yeah. It makes Samantha Glorin laugh.
Yes. That's there's also a character in it's a Disney flick. It's not Ants, but it's A Bug's Life. That's what it is. A Bug's Life.
Oh, the caterpillar, yeah.
The caterpillar. Yes.
The caterpillar.
All right. So anybody watching that's not a member of Lore Seekers, you need to be. And to do that, you can go to loreseekerseso.org and you can get your journey started there. You read the code of conduct, you answer a few simple questions, you'll be in the Discord, and you'll be in the game. Unless you can't survive our douchebag filter. It's very tedious and hard to get through, I know, but we like to...
I got through it.
Yeah, you did get through it. So maybe we do need to adjust. But...
Oh, no.
But anyway, we are a great guild. We're a family. We tolerate no drama or toxic activity. We're here for everybody to get better at the game and have fun. We're a social guild, and we hope you join us. So everybody, signing off on For the Queen, and we will see you soon at World Boss Wednesday starting in about a half an hour. So everybody take care, and I'll talk to you later. Jemmarn, say bye.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, bye Kermit as well.